dissecting the contents of the mysterious Indomie Hype Abis sachet using a microscope. Turns out it's opening and disclaimer. In some countries, you must have experienced eating Indomie, but in certain countries, you must have experienced eating Indomie Goreng Hype Abis with Ayam Geprek flavor. The sensation is intense, addictive, and makes you curious. But have you ever wondered what is actually inside the clear sachet that is said to be the source of the spiciness? We are curious, and we will reveal its secrets with a microscope. Before we begin, a disclaimer first. This video is not intended to vilify or promote any product. This is purely an experiment of our curiosity. All observations that we will show are real, not fabricated, based on samples that we purchased. So consider it a science trip. Ready? Let's begin. Part 1. The mystery of the clear sachet. A torn, clear plastic sachet contains reddish oil with some sediment, as seen at the beginning of the video. This sachet contains 3 essential components. Officially listed are vegetable oil, Geprek chicken seasoning, chili oil, 0.1%, and dried chilies. But why is Geprek seasoning included here? We'll answer that later. Part 2. Ticking questions. After pouring it onto the plate, many questions arise that will guide our thorough discussion. Curious? Come on, let's try them one by one. Part 3. Appearance under the microscope, color and particles. This is the first look at a sample of the clear sachet under a microscope, and it doesn't look like any ordinary liquid at all. What immediately catches your eye is the extraordinary shimmer of the oil. Look at this. The red color of the chilies turns into gradations of bright yellow and fiery orange, just like a sunrise. Why is that? Here's how it works. The red color in chilies comes from natural pigments called carotenoids, specifically compounds called capsanthin and capsorubin. These pigments are oil-soluble. When exposed to the strong light of a microscope, the oil containing these pigments refracts light, and the color spectrum breaks down into spectacular gradations of yellow and orange. So, the red we see with the naked eye actually contains tiny rainbows within it. Pretty science, right? Now look around the oil. There are irregularly shaped black and brown particles, just like small blocks of wood or lumps of dirt. This is a real mixture of ground dried chilies and Geprek chicken seasoning. Geprek seasoning contains garlic, shrimp paste, and other spices that, when dried and ground, naturally turn dark brown to black. So, it's not burnt, but that's the intrinsic color. The occasional brown hues are variations in particle thickness or the angle of light reflection. Part 4. Water drop experiment. Effect of river current and oil spheres. We dripped clean water onto this sample at 4 minutes and 8.4 seconds minutes. See you later. As soon as the water fell, a kind of very strong river current immediately formed. The water seemed to rage into the oil layer, pushing the black particles, like a flash flood, carrying wooden blocks and trash. This is a pure physics phenomenon. Not because the mass of water is heavier, but because the density of water is greater than that of oil. The density of water is about 1 gram per cubic cm, while vegetable oil is only about 0.8 to 0.93. So, the denser water immediately sinks and breaks through the oil to find a position below. That's why the current looks strong. See, suddenly they're small, perfect balls, clear, in various sizes. This is vegetable oil trapped in the water. When water comes, the oil that doesn't like water, being hydrophobic, tries to separate itself and form small balls to reduce contact with the water. In science, this is called an oil and water emulsion, and because the main ingredient in this sachet is vegetable oil, then yes, you can witness the vegetable oil turning into perfect balls under a microscope. Part 5. Why oil balls always rise in conclusion of seasoning functions. Now take a closer look. All of these oil droplets, without exception, rise to the top. Not a single one remains at the bottom. Why? Again, because of the difference in density. Because oil is lighter than water, the buoyancy of the water will continuously push it to the surface. It's like throwing a plastic ball into a pool. It will inevitably rise. This phenomenon is constant and strictly obeys the laws of physics. So, back to the original question. Why is the Geprek chicken seasoning deliberately mixed in this oil sachet, not separately? The answer is right there on our screen. See how the oil coats everything evenly, how the Geprek spices are dispersed throughout. Oil is an excellent solvent for flavors and aromas. By mixing the Geprek seasoning into the vegetable oil from the start, all the savory, spicy, and aromatic flavors are perfectly released and coat each strand of noodles evenly. Imagine if the Geprek seasoning were packaged separately, and the flavors wouldn't be as unified. This is the secret to why every mouthful of noodles tastes rich, not just spicy. Part 6. Reflection and Closing. So, what do we learn from this one small sachet? That clear sachet isn't just a sachet of chili. It contains a symphony of 3 components. Vegetable oil is a base, Geprek chicken seasoning for flavor and aroma, and chili oil and dried chilies for a spicy kick. The deep black color that we thought was burnt chilies is actually the natural color of the Geprek spices. None of this is magic, as we've seen under a microscope. This is science happening in our own kitchens, hidden from the naked eye. And this observation reminds us that even inside a packet of instant noodles, there's a universe of knowledge waiting to be explored. If you enjoy kitchen science exploration videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next fun experiment. If there's an everyday object you'd like to see under a microscope, let us know in the comments. Who knows? Maybe we can explore it together. See you in the next video.